Here's an overview of the capabilities of SafetyVisor from TensorIoT, powered by AWS. Let's start now by logging in. Now let's explore each feature of SafetyVisor. Let's look at mask detection first. Here we can see recent violations, so let's look at one of them. The red boxes indicate guests who are not wearing a mask, which may be okay in this case because they're seated and eating, but that wouldn't be okay, for example, in an open office environment or a meeting room. The computer model can be trained to detect what constitutes a violation in any particular circumstance, and violations can be identified for follow-up and results tracked over time. Okay, now let's look at social distancing. Similar to what we just saw for mask detection, there's a bounding box here identifying each person, in this case highlighting that they are closer than 6 feet from one another. Let's have a look at guided cleaning. One of the key features of SafetyVisor is guided cleaning. For seating areas and other high traffic or high touch areas, SafetyVisor can help us identify, with a colored heat map, how intensely a particular area has been trafficked since the time of the last cleaning, and whether that cleaning was missed. Let's look at one in particular. Here we can see the traffic pattern in detail, and if we have someone dispatched and the cleaning has been completed, we can mark the area of concern as cleaned. Now let's take a look at crowd control. So crowd control helps with those occupancy limits to ensure that any particular area does not have too many people. And that can be tuned for the total number of people, the total number of people within a certain area, such as a table or in a meeting room or a cafe. Now here we're looking at several camera images, but we can also click on this map icon at the top of the screen, and here we can see a layout of the floor plan. And we can see the areas of concern highlighted in red. We can also edit the floor plan for each location. Once a floor plan is uploaded, the cameras and their locations can be set for each of those. In addition to mask detection, SafetyVisor can also be tuned for other types of personal protective equipment, or PPE. So here in this example, we can see that the bounding box has been created around the gloves that are being worn as required in this particular circumstance, and the person who isn't wearing gloves has their hands surrounded by a red bounding box. So clearly this would be a violation. The image and recognition capability of SafetyVisor can be trained to detect different types of PPE, or personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses, long sleeves, hard hats, and many others. Now, SafetyVisor is not just a solution for a single location. Here, we can set up and manage the details for each individual location. We can see the location of each name. We can set operating hours, which will actually minimize costs so that the computer vision processing doesn't run during off hours when there's no one in the premises. And we can also set a photograph for each location to help identify it when looking at SafetyVisor. There's also a user administration capability in SafetyVisor, which can be integrated with corporate directory services, including Active Directory. To make it as easy as possible to track compliance, notifications can be seen in a single location in SafetyVisor, and they can also be sent to users or supervisors or managers via emails or text messages. Finally, SafetyVisor is fully customizable to meet specific customer needs now and in the future. There's a lot of capability and flexibility in SafetyVisor from TensorIoT, powered by AWS.